Hey guys, my name is TheRussianBadger, and I'm excited to see you. Now, we're attacking on Oasis, and you know what that means, right? The trick is, when you attack on Oasis, you're the Americans, but the trick of the trick is that you're actually the Americans. Let's speak American. We eat French fried potatoes and baconators. We speak American in America. And if you want me to spell that for you, it is actually M-E-R-K-N. That's the language that we speak here. We don't even know what's English. I don't know what English is. That's sort of weird, but the other thing that you guys are probably puzzled about is baconators. Now, a baconator is basically, those of you that are overseas probably don't know what a baconator is. It is two pieces of slaughtered animal pinned between two pieces of bread and smothered with cheese, and it is basically an explosion of flavor in your entire oral area. That's probably the best way that I can describe it. Now, you guys know that I don't like Oasis a whole lot because of the way that choppers factor into the whole rush game type, and say goodbye to your chopper, you trickster. And I'll explain more on that just briefly, and I'm not going to screen them overpowered. I'm not going to screen nerf choppers at all. I'm open to all of your opinions, and hopefully you're open to my opinion, but I just want to explain my whole opinion. Now, I didn't like the way this wall was looking at me, so I said, "Give me your sandwich, wall," and I took his sandwich away. Now, I think that choppers really don't mold with rush perfectly. And what I mean by that specifically is that there's only one AA gun per base, and I also think that oftentimes the Apache, if you have an experienced pilot and even an acceptable gunner, like a moderately good gunner, there's not a whole lot that the defending team can really do about that. Now, you've got some exceptions to that. Usually the pilot and the gunner can usually take down the AA gun and also take down the Havoc. The Apache can take down the Havoc before it even gets off the ground, and so most of the time that really leaves you with either guys who think they're so like, dude, I am so MLG Pro, dog. I am so MLG Pro, dog. Dog, I use the 84. I take him down with the 84. One shot, 2 kills. I don't even know if that's Italian or if that's Ukrainian, but you guys get what I mean. The people that boast they can take it down with an 84, that might be true on PC, but I think on console, much more difficult. Or, your alternative option is to fire random Gustavs and fire random tracer darts and waste your time trying to take down a chopper while the rest of the opposing team arms charges. So it's basically overall difficult to overcome a decent pilot on Oasis. At least that's what I think. You guys can disagree with me, you can tell me why, but I've flown with pilots with over 10,000 Apache kills, and there was no chance for the opposing team. There's no chance. Because he knows what he's doing. He knows how to take the AA gun without getting taken down. He knows how to fly correctly in order to really avoid a lot of tracers and rockets, but it is just difficult overall. And this Bush Monster, what are you doing, Bush Monster? You're going to try to C4 me? I think not, sir, but I'm going to pick up your 50 cal because I love 50 cals because it's the most powerful. I feel like I should be, I'm going to go Clint Eastwood, like the most powerful sniper rifle in the world. Take your head clean off. Not really. No. But to a lot of people in this game, especially bush monsters, pow, right in the kisser. The back of the kisser, I should say. They're just simply irresistible. I'm not talking about like, oh, the 50 cal, like, simply irresistible, like Robert Palmer in the 80s. Like, she's so fine, there's no telling where the money went. Dun, 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 dun. Pow, right in the kisser. That's not in the kisser technically, because the back of the head, but he's all the same to me. So, and yet again, in the face, man. Ow. That looks like it severely is painful and hurts. And one more guy's going to come around. Boom! Right in the kisser for the 4th time. And I don't know why he was running Tracer Dart, but that must be difficult. I commend that gentleman for running a Tracer Dart secondary with a Barrett 50 cal primary. That is pretty amazing if you ask me. I don't know how he does it, but to each his own. And I'm done with criticizing like other people's weapon setups. I mean, even this, I wouldn't use a red dot on UMP. And this building was going to crush me, so I said, I think not, sir. So I got out of there. Now, I could smell this engineer. I was like, I smell you coming, engineer. And MLG Pro crouch walk around the corner, it's not going to save you. Why you gotta be such a trickster, man? Why do you have to be such a trickster? I'm gonna crouch walk everywhere because it makes me look so tactical, like I'm Ghost Recon, dog. Yeah, Special Forces, I have a silenced M4, and I use night vision goggles, and I have a red dot sight on top of that. Awesome. But yet again, I even got my kill stolen at the MCOM station by the chopper, but And I know it is also sort of puzzling. You're like, I don't understand what you're trying to say, Russian Badger. You're kind of speaking against choppers, but two of your squad mates are absolutely tearing it up right now. But if I could have a final summation about what I really think of choppers, I think that to a degree, if the pilot knows what he's doing, he can take down the AA gun without getting downed. It's a difficult time to try to keep both objectives and take the chopper down. A lot of times, if you just pop Gustavs and fire tracer darts the entire time, you might be able to eventually take it down, but you're still ignoring the objectives for a large part of that time. So overall, I just want to say it's a little bit difficult, and I like how choppers meant a little bit more with Conquest, where you have 3 AA guns, one at each spawn and one at B usually, and also you have an opposing helicopter that's stationed really far away, so you can't always just fly to their spawn really quickly and destroy their helicopter. Oftentimes, the opposing helicopter usually has time to get up due to the spacing of the spawns, and hopefully you guys understand that. But I just don't think that choppers mend as well with Rush as they do with Conquest. But I'm not saying overpowered. I'm not some little 2-year-old throwing crayons against the wall and squirting glue everywhere like, overpowered, nerf it now, nerf it now. Not really. But just raining down some death in my big Bertha tank. And I always use Warhead because I usually like to use the Abrams or the T90 because that big rifle, that huge, I was going to say rifle round, but that's not correct. But Warhead is just so much better with those large tanks. I'm going to get you, but I'm going to go around the corner. He's going to slightly damage me here. Come here, Trickster. Come here, Trickster. And he gets me. You want to know why? Because he has body armor on. Sort of a good choice, sort of a catfish choice. I mean, it would be kind of cool if everyone wore Magnum ammo, because it would more so be all on an even keel instead of... I mean, it's basically the ultimate counter when we really think about it. And I'm also using the UMP, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. I know I haven't really shown a whole lot of it because I've been using other weapons and so forth, but actually the UMP is not my favorite submachine gun. I know a lot of people swear by it, but I really would have to say if I were to pick out my favorite submachine gun, like, I love you, submachine gun, you're my baby, it would definitely be the XM8 Compact, just period. And I know a lot of people don't like the iron sights. I can use the iron sights correctly, but I'm not saying that I'm MLG Pro because I can use the iron sights. Check me out, dog. I use the MLG Pro iron sights. I'm kick-ass. Check me out. Not really. Now, and I think a lot of people just flame people for using ACOGs, using red dots instead of other specializations, and I say, you know what? Use what you want, man. I'm not going to criticize you, but this guy's hiding in a corner. I don't think that I like what you're doing being a corner monster over there, so I brought a drastic end to his tyranny sitting in the corner because I don't like you chilling, quote-unquote chilling in the corner. Now, they're going to set it A. Hopefully my 2 squad mates over here are going to get it defused. I'm going to go all the way around here, and I smell 2 more guys around here, and I see that obvious Godzilla tank. I mean, I can clearly see that. So I'm going to go ahead and go MLG Pro no-scope. I'm going to come all the way around, and I don't even have to aim down my sights. Check me out, dog. I'm kick-ass. Not really. I hope you know how mocking that sounds. Like, total luck. Clearly luck that I don't even have to aim down sight, but I think that's one major reason why so many people like the UMP is due to the great hipfire. And wall hacks, man. Wall hacks. I don't know how he got me. Maybe it's lag, maybe it's whatever it is, or the hitbox that I was complaining about, and you guys just like, shut up, RussianBadger, I don't want to hear no more about your hitbox, I don't care. It's like, okay. I'm just not even going to talk about getting killed around corners anymore, but give me your sandwich. I was going to say something about his... For some reason, they look like these like little bald leprechauns that have these really flat green heads. It's weird. It is just odd. And I love it how... Have you ever shot an engineer in the head and it makes a sound like it hit metal, like it hit a helmet? But it's like, clearly that guy's wearing a ski mask. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I found that sort of puzzling for the longest time. Now, in just a few seconds here, okay, Sonic Chaos goes down. Are you ready? Jockstrap goes down. Killbot goes down. So I was like, you know what? Let's go adopt a corner monster mentality and wait till they spawn. That is something that I always do. I always like to be the survivalist that always lasts the longest. And having a tank in this last set of objectives, it is like T-Rex or King. Actually, you know it's not. And this guy's going to hide behind a tree. So I said, you know what? Say goodbye to your tree and say hello to the RPG. But yet again, Why are you using body armor? I don't approve of your conduct. Or should I say, I don't approve of your conduct. But the thing is, having a tank in the enemy spawn is like Godzilla or King Kong or T-Rex. But I'm not going to say T-Rex because clearly Godzilla is better than T-Rex. I don't even think we can argue with that. I mean, clearly, it's like, why is... So I get this guy behind the blue dumpster, and I'm going to get more people in this building here, but to answer your question, like, why is Godzilla better than T-Rex? It's clear. It's like, okay, why is Godzilla better than T-Rex? One answer. He has arms. T-Rex has these two little plastic forks that somebody just shoved into his chest, and feel free to steal both my kills, Jockstrap. Feel free. You're an awesome gunner, but it's like, in a battle of epic proportions, it's quite clear that Godzilla would always beat T-Rex. I don't even think I can argue. I don't think you can even argue with me when it comes to that. I mean, it's quite clear. It's basically irrefutable at this point. Now, I know I'm getting absolutely pounded right here by rockets, but the thing is, I'm going to get this guy lurking between two buildings. I like your red hat that makes you so incredibly obvious to the eye, but I get taken down, so you might think that the trick is on me, but actually, and look at his face, did you see that ghoulish face that he had? He had like two black dots for eyes and this huge black dot for a mouth. Now, you might think the trick is on me because I died, but actually, the joke is on them because I distracted them enough with the tank to the point where, oh, awesome, more construction in the middle of my commentary. Just, thanks a lot. Thank you. Perfect way to round out an entire discussion, but thank you very much for watching, guys, and I left a bonus clip for you. So thanks for watching all the way through. Auf Wiedersehen and bis bald.
Enemy!